I'm Zirineo, and today I'll show you how to design a great logo in 5 steps. Number 1. Relativity. When you're designing a logo, you might find yourself with multiple ideas that you would like to combine into a single design. This is where the principle of relativity comes in. The goal is to create a design that effectively communicates all of your ideas without appearing too busy or cluttered. One approach to achieving this is to analyze the shapes and form of each of your ideas. Look for similarities in shapes and try to combine them into a cohesive design. Then, identify the unique shapes that can communicate each idea and try to incorporate them in a way that doesn't overwhelm the design. It's important to play around with different shape combinations until you feel like you have a design that works. And to ensure balance and consistency, it's a good idea to use a grid system, which is what we'll be discussing next. Number 2. Grid systems. Grid systems can create balance and consistency in logo design while ensuring the logo is scalable and easily reproduced. To use a grid system, start by selecting a layout to guide your design, such as a grid of squares or a more complex grid with multiple columns and rows. Establish a baseline, which is the line where the text will rest. To create a consistent and balanced design, use the grid to sketch out your logo design and adjust this as needed to fit your design. Space out different elements evenly to ensure a visually pleasing and well-balanced logo. While using a grid system is helpful, breaking the grid can create a more interesting and dynamic design. Number 3. Focus on shapes. Basic shapes can represent the brand you are designing for and communicate different ideas and emotions. Consider the ideas and emotions that you want the logo to communicate and the shapes that could represent those ideas and emotions. Sketch out different shapes and experiment with how they could be combined to form the logo. The shapes you choose should be relevant to the brand and its values. By focusing on shapes, you can create a logo that communicates the essence of the brand in a way that is very simple and memorable. Number 4. Start with pencil and paper. Using a pencil and paper when starting to sketch a logo allows you to experiment freely and make changes easily. This also provides a tangible and satisfying experience of putting your ideas down on paper and seeing them come to life. Once you have a basic design sketched out, you can move on to digital tools to refine your design and add color. Number 5. Practice regularly. Practice makes perfect progress, even in the world of logo design. So make sure you set aside some time every day or week to work on your logo sketches. It's like going to the gym, but for your creative muscles. Set some time for yourself, like creating a certain number of sketches each week or month, and track your progress. And remember, the more you practice, the better you get. So keep at it and don't forget to have fun along the way. And who knows, maybe one day your logo design will be the next big thing. Goodbye.